Okay. Livey, live. Stay tuned, but
Who's over here with me? Oh, Kev.
it's got to be going.
Come
now.
sit down on yonder, down yonder. Yeah, come over and.
All right, it's going to.
Come over this end of the spectrum. Ooh, I need another one.
All right, that's it. That's it.
You want one?
Oh, what the fly?
Sorry? Want one?
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I didn't just grab one, but.
Pete?
Yes, please. Who's doing the intro today?
Meyer to me.
Oh, you bring her back in. I fucked up last week.
You did.
And you're
I didn't say two-time.
Derek's already bartending, so.
I didn't say two-time.
Oh yeah, you didn't say two times.
Hope I remember.
But the introduction was so good.
Yeah, could you?
Necessarily require it. Hey, Pete?
No, it didn't. It was a nice introduction, especially I think it was heartfelt.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, both of his this is real poppy. This mic here.
Oh, you even got a holder for me. I love it.
Oh yeah, everyone got a little place to hang their headphones. Yeah.
And I don't even need an ashtray. I got one fucking right here.
Yeah, and if you want to put your ashtray, this mic is just something weird about it. But if
Ooh.
you hear what it's doing, it kind of cuts out at the beginning and then it goes. It is a little choppy. Do you notice that?
Just a little choppy. I don't notice it, but
Okay. Well, I'll get used to it anyway. But there it did it again. It pops in my ear.
Peter Popham.
Peter Poppington. Anyways, are we on now? Can you get us on to the thing? There we are. Hello, everybody. We are now. This is it. This is season 10. Welcome to the Dutch Hall. This is our new set. You're looking at it. We're all lit up, ready to go. All my hours of taking garbage that was lying around in different nooks and crannies of my house. I've cobbled it together and made this. I honestly don't know if this is going to bother me the whole time, but it's real choppy. Do you hear it too?
I don't hear it.
no.
Okay, it's just on my headphones then because it just cuts in and out. Okay, so this is it. We're in here. We're on the air. We're ready to rock. We got in the All-Star cast. This is the All-Star cast. Everyone's on here. Is the camera set up?
I think it's the first time the four of us have been here together.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep talking while I just kind of widen the shot a bit to make sure Beaver's clearly in it.
It ends all the conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Yeah. No conspiracy theories.
No, we are not all the same person.
No. Even though we all have wonderful, deep voices.
Deep voices.
You have the voice for radio.
I have the voice of a songbird.
It's like an angel singing in my ears right now.
Yeah.
With a little bit of rock and roll.
Yeah. A little
Do you
raspy.
sing, Beaver?
No. Terrible.
No?
Terrible singer.
I bet you if you took some lessons.
I think so, yeah. If I took some lessons, maybe. I just, real self-conscious. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, 9 years ago now, like, the very first few times I would come on to this, I was fucking, like, I'd be pacing around my house. Like, I was in trouble.
Nervous about it?
Just very nervous, yeah. Like, in how would I sound and saying the right thing, you know. And then I had to learn, like, so many times talking to you one-on-one, like, hey, like, fuck, you're going to say the wrong thing, you're going to fuck up, and it's going to sound like shit sometimes. But then the next time it might not.
That was a good motivational speech you
Yeah.
gave him.
And, like, this was all him. This was all
It's
him.
true.
Yeah.
Because the first show, I remember our very first show, I was so nervous, because you're just putting it out there. I've never
Right.
put myself out there before. I was just doing my thing. Literally, like when I was a banker, I didn't have. What's that?
Oh, I just wonder if the heater was on.
Oh yeah, I got it off. I'm on top of it. I had a whole extra half hour to make sure everything worked. But no, what was I saying?
You're talking about back in the day.
Oh yeah, when I was a banker, I didn't have any social media at all. I didn't have any I didn't go on the internet for anything, like except for work shit,
Yeah.
And then like I didn't even know about the world of the internet, like I didn't care. I just did my job, like. And then so I was real nervous. And then it took a while, and then even I'd have in people like my cousins and stuff like that, they'd be super nervous too, and then it stopped making sense to me because I got used to it, and then, but I did notice that everyone would go through it.
And you're good at teaching.
Yeah, because I've been through it.
So now, Kev,
it goes away.
Can I give the backstory on my introduction to the Dutch Hall? My parents were not for this.
No.
Like, so in this community, it's all about perceived, perception on outlook on the community, right? And you got to be careful on how you look and what you say, and what if somebody doesn't like what you said, and like it was a big deal. And then my wife put her foot down to my parents and was like, he will go on the show. And he'll say whatever the fuck he wants. And there's nothing you can do about it because I've gone on the show and it's all in good fun.
Yep.
And
That's true.
And then my dad had a little cry time about it, and then he got over it. And then what made it even better, Kev, is at my wedding, Pete called out my old man.
What I do? Luckily, he thinks I'm my brother.
Yeah, but he loves Pete. But like Pete called like in front of 450 people. Pete's like, yeah. So and Perry Van Houten, he thought I was going to say all the wrong things tonight. Like, remember that?
Yeah, because he told me before. Told me not to
be careful on what you say. And meanwhile, Pete had a sidebar with me and Julie, and was really worried. Or not worried. Pete was like, so, like, is there certain things I got to say? Like,
yeah, I would do that for any wedding,
Right.
Yeah.
He was doing his due diligence. He was trying to be nice and be careful. And simultaneously, me and my wife were like, no, you're going to say whatever the fuck you want to say. Because it's our wedding. And if you don't say whatever the fuck you want to say, you're not going to say anything at all. And Pete was like, yeah.
One of my favorite parts of that story was you were like, Pete was like, called up my dad, and Pete goes, what'd I do?
Yeah. I don't really know. I know that I got really drunk at that wedding, and Beaver's dad and his brother, Beaver's dad and his brother were sitting around watching me come up with a tray of drinks, and like they thought for sure I was going to wipe out, but like I was like avoiding chairs and like almost falling, and like and they were just having a good laugh at my drunkenness the whole night, like making bets on like if I was going to make it or fall. and then he always thinks that was my brother.
That's perfect.
Yeah, and then he thinks that I'm the carpenter.
He does.
It's like a biblical character.
And it's not once, like multiple times.
Yeah, he was like, like to my brother about like, you're a real drinker, right? And my brother doesn't even drink. It's like, no, I think you're thinking of my brother, Pete.
Asking you if the span is proper for a roof, and you're like, yeah, fuck, whatever.
Yeah, it looks good to me. Give her shit there, Perry.
Put 4 more nails in her.
Yeah. Anyways, a lot of people go through that, and then every once in a while you'll get a person in the community who you'd be like, this is a person who would definitely, be against what I do, and they're like, they say something like, hey, Dutch Hall, I'm not the only, it's not just young guys that listen to this. It's like, I'm like, oh, you guys listen too. So you never know. It's like it's not for everybody, that's for sure, but it is for some people.
That's for the good ones.
I don't think it's for Dan Brennan.
No.
Like he sometimes didn't enjoy our subject matter last week.
No.
And I'm like, I don't know if you know what this show's about, but we don't give a fuck. That's the whole.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point of this. And it is not scripted.
Nobody's coming here to learn anything.
No, we are not coming here to learn anything, and we don't want to be like, for all the people out there who might be offended by this, we want to make sure they don't. Like, no, you're going to be offended by this.
Yeah, because I don't
If
give
you're
a
the
fuck.
type of person that gets offended by comedy shows, then don't listen to a comedy show.
Yeah, just shut
That's
her off.
easy. And then for the other people who stick around, we're going to have a good time, and we're going to say shitty things. Like that's just how it works once in a while. And sometimes it's going to be really funny, and sometimes we're going to miss, and we're just going to say bad things about, like, banging chickens or whatever it is that we come up with this week.
Yep.
I don't even know what's going to happen the next hour. But we will find out, because this is season 10. And you know what season 10 is? Every show's a wheel show on season 10. Oh, watch it, Kevin. We'll get caught up in this. Hear that? It was anticlimactic.
Alexander.
I hope there's one thing that sounds better than the sound of that miserable wheel, and that's our theme song.
And now, here's your host of Live from the Dutch Hall and two-time President's Club Award winner, Pete Van Dyke.
Hey, thank you very much. Ambiance. Thank you very much, everybody, for returning to the Dutch Hall for a 10th season of entertainment. And this is going to be a great show. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be a great season, actually. We got our shit together, it seems like. We're doing things right. And we got in the best team in Dutch Hall history. Let me introduce them to you, folks. First of all, the man who just announced, oh, Lori, what the heck? Why do I got to eat such gassy things before the show? Ladies and gentlemen, the guy that just announced who I am, he did a way better job than Beaver for forgetting, of course, the two-time thing.
The most important part.
Yeah, the most important part. So he's back, or he's back taking his place as our announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Donger Van Dungeon.
Donger.
Kev, did you have a nice Christmas?
Oh, I hate Christmas.
You hate it?
I did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you go to church?
I definitely did not go to church.
Yeah, see?
You?
No, I didn't go to church and didn't feel guilty.
Me neither.
Because the priest, what the priest did, right?
We got our get a church card.
The show made me reconcile my guilty feelings.
Yep.
And now I feel actually quite good about missing church this Christmas.
Yeah.
Anyways, but that's sad that time. But it's over now.
Yeah, it's good.
So now you're happy, right? Christmas is over. 2023.
Looking forward to the next one.
Yeah. Anyways, my Christmas was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't complain. Anyways, nice talking to you, Kev.
Thanks.
Next beside him, he's our bartender this evening. He gave us all beers to start off this show.
Yeah.
He's one of our favorites. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for Derek the Beaver Van Houten.
Yep.
Proud.
And the man that's pressing the buttons and making all the ladies cry. Johnny Renton, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll just listen to this one the whole way through.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's a slap.
there's some violence in there, John.
She hit.
I like that. I like how it ended. Johnny Renton is coming in with full sex for season 10.
Yeah, what an
full
intro.
sex.
I love it.
Yeah. Johnny's feeling strong, and I like it. I did a show last night. I was a last-minute replacement for the headliner at Johnny's wonderful show at the Lazy Flamingo in Hess Village in Hamilton every Monday night. Go and see Johnny's show. It's great. It's actually becoming a little scene there. So go there if you want to have a good time on a Monday night, which you will. Which you did, Johnny.
I was very drunk last night. Yeah.
Yeah. You were drunk, and you had a great time.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it was a party last night. It was a good show.
It was, actually, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good show.
That guy came up and did 60 seconds randomly.
Yes, I love
That was
it.
hilarious.
We had a guy come up, wanted to do 60 seconds, right? Never done comedy, didn't prepare. Just watched us and thought, these guys suck, and I can do better than these guys, right? And then he goes up, and this happens but once a year. This happens to me, where I see this happen, and always the same result. The guy goes up, and about 30 seconds in, he's like, oh, man, this is way harder than I thought. And then he goes, by the end, he'll try one more thing, and then by the end, he'll go, no, I give you guys total credit for what you do. This is terrible.
So it's almost a confidence booster then.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Johnny didn't know it. Was that your first time having that happen?
Yeah.
And so, like, Johnny didn't know. So he did the right thing. He goes to the crowd, and he goes, hey, this guy wants to do 60 seconds, you know? And the crowd kind of erupts, you know, because it's mostly comics, too. So, like, they're cheering because they're like, yeah, get this fucker up here. And, like tell him to, like, stop.
Well, yeah, 'cause he was heckling before I let him go up, and then
Yeah.
he shut right up after he tried it. So.
Oh yeah, because that's the best way to shut up a heckler. Like we had one guy in London at Poacher's Arms, and he was going like, "You guys are doing it wrong. These aren't jokes. You guys are doing it wrong," you know. And so then the host was like, "Go on, you try it." And then he took the mic and told a couple street jokes and got nothing.
Yep.
And then. Sweat started pouring down his face, and he just started really suffering. And then you realize, oh shit, this is really hard.
Well, and I think the spot, like you guys obviously do the spotlight in the comedian's face, right?
At this show, not really. We've got like strobe neon lights going and stuff. And,
I think like from somebody that should be in the crowd, like myself, I think what would really fucking be an instant either sobering scenario or reality check would be that spotlight in your face.
Oh, yeah.
Like, holy fuck.
I like crickets too.
Oh, the spotlight's really tough because you can't even see people's faces, right?
So they are.
So you can't see a smiling audience.
So are they getting away from that slowly, or because is that not that?
It is a normal thing in like clubs, but this is just like a bar room kind of thing. So like
A bar, you can see the audience.
yeah,
But in a club, yeah, it is like blinding. And actually, the way to get around it at a club, I learned this, is that if you put stage lighting, like side lighting,
yep,
like even if it's at the feet,
yep.
it'll give more light so that the light that's coming at you doesn't seem as bright.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I learned that because you put a little bit of stage lighting on there. And they have done that at Levity. It's not as stark as it was.
Yeah, it is better for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
It's not dungeon-like.
No.
It used to be like I would always go to the front of the stage and stand past the spotlight because I couldn't see the audience. It would bother me, and I couldn't. But then they can't see you if you're not in the spotlight. So then you learn, okay, I got to do my. But I much prefer to go outside the spotlight and just see the audience because I want to see their faces, everybody, you know.
Get reactions and
Yeah.
true reactions.
Yeah.
But that's not a club. So in a club, and it makes sense too. Like even in a theater, in a club, you don't want everyone to sit there smile. You want to make noise, you know. So if you can't see their faces, then there's more incentive for you to like make them make noise.
Be
you know?
funny.
Be funnier. But if even the crowd was enjoying you, but they weren't laughing a lot, if you couldn't see them, you would feel like shit, like you're just bombing, you know. 'Cause it's just silence, right?
60 seconds of silence.
Yeah. Anyways, that was awesome. Yeah. And then this girl was doing her set. She's only like 4 sets in. And then this other guy comes up on stage, just grabs a mic from her. Like, because he was like, he didn't have a chance to say anything because luckily someone went up and said, no, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Right. So that's offside by all means.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The 60 seconds, at least the guy was, you know.
Yeah, he asked me like nicely from the stage, and I was like, I just went to the audience, like, guys, do you want to hear this guy do 60 seconds? And they wanted to, so.
Yeah, but the second guy, the guy they went and took,
That's
Yeah.
Jean-Viev's Mike.
Yeah.
The one that went and did that?
Yeah, the one that Patrick went up and...
Yeah, that
grabbed
guy
the
never
mic.
asked you, did he?
No, he just walked up there, grabbed the mic, and then said something to her, like, I got to say something to you.
Yeah.
And then at that point, Pat was already on stage getting the mic out of his
That's not
hand.
how it works.
So you had a nice asshole, and then you had an asshole.
Exactly, yeah.
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 And then that guy, he wouldn't try that with Johnny. He didn't go on the stage because he wanted to talk back to Johnny. He went when there's like someone.
He was trying to put himself on a pedestal.
Also, there was a lady who felt like it was like I remember doing a show in London there was this old man, and he was like a frail old man, and he was heckling like crazy. But you'd only heckle guys that were little, that were women.
Oh, really?
He wouldn't heckle big guys. As soon as there was a guy that could kick his ass, he wouldn't heckle.
Got real.
Yeah, he wouldn't heckle, and so it was like that guy's a
Bully.
A bully, yeah. And that's what the second guy was.
Oh, okay.
The first guy thought he was funnier than us, and then he went up
Yeah.
and realized, oh, this is a fucking craft. Like you have to actually learn how to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Wonder what else he's good for 60 seconds.
Yeah, and Patrick Coppolito did a guest spot. He's he manages the Levity Comedy Club, and he will be coming in. And the Levity Invades the Dutch Hall. It's on January 17th. It'll be episode 427. 428. That will be, but it's in a couple weeks. Levity's going to come down, and it'll be the Dutch Hall cast against the Levity staff.
So where do I fit in on that? Am I just in the neutral ground in the middle?
No.
Johnny, you're towering between two worlds.
I know.
No, we can figure this out right now.
Oh, this is what it will be. In the show in 2 weeks, we will have a competition to say who owns Johnny.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's just symbolic ownership, Johnny. But it's where you will have to prioritize one above the other. And I don't mean that you have to start doing our show when you have something going on at Levity, because I pay you nothing, right? So this is not anything like that. I'm not going to make you have to make a bad business deal here. Like, you can still live your life.
Yeah, okay.
But at the end of the show, we will own the rights to just bragging rights.
We want Johnny.
Yeah, you do what you want with our Johnny.
Oh,
when we win,
Yeah.
we'll say you can, feel free to use our Johnny whenever you want, right? But then if Levity wins, then Levity would be the same thing. You can use our Johnny when they want, whatever.
Yeah.
And let's just say
but we all have to make claim like the moon to Johnny.
Yeah. Let's just say the following week will go one of two ways, depending on
Exactly. Yeah.
So maybe it's like a dating game that we play where we try to win Johnny's favor.
Oh.
And like who knows Johnny most, who can please Johnny the most, who knows what he likes the most, that sort of thing.
This is not a dating game, Pete.
No, but it will be. We did one dating game before, and we never had a date. I think that was the better gift for the cheese lady, that she didn't have to go on the date.
Yeah.
She had 3 bad options.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. So if Johnny gets famous, when Johnny gets famous, and we own him,
yeah, we just get to keep saying.
The credits will say.
I'll just say to Hollywood, Hollywood, you can use our Johnny.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'll never slow you down in your career.
No.
But I'll always know. Like, you don't even have to ask me, and they don't have to ask me. That's how legally free this is. But you'll know, and I know,
Yeah.
that you're using our Johnny.
Exactly.
you'll know that you'll have 3 hangers on.
Yeah.
And Levity
Wherever
too.
you
Levity
are.
makes no claim over you. If you had like a comedy opportunity, they would give you the night off.
For the most part, like as long as I give them some notice. Yeah.
So they can make alternative.
Oh, so you got an open contract here, and there, it's a little bit sketchy. Yeah.
No, you can't prime the pump yet, Beaver. Just write it down.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe that's one idea.
Going against.
But I do think that would be a way if Johnny was the prize, and then you'd be the judge too.
Oh, okay.
So you would be the judge, Dutch Hall versus.
Yeah, so you're more or less neutral ground.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Oh, so I might have to ask you to write things too, in advance. I'll tell you what the things are, so I don't know.
Oh, like to write like questions or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if I have to say like there's going to be a winner, like then you'll have to decide the winning answers or whatever.
Oh.
So I'll make it so that I'll give you a heads up.
Okay.
Comedians versus podcasters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah. There's some.
I think Manolis and Pat.
Yeah, Manolis and Pat.
I don't know if Christian will be back yet.
Does he podcast?
No, he doesn't podcast.
I think it's going to be Manolis, Pat, Lindsay, and you.
Yeah.
What they say.
Okay.
And then, if we could have Beaver, Kevin, Pete, and you, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, then it'd be 3-on-3.
3-on-3. That'd be pretty fair.
Mm-hmm.
And we get Christian, then we get Christian.
Yeah.
But I think that's almost a disadvantage.
Hey, I'll take a fucking. They can have more people.
Yeah, I was just kidding. By the way, Christian, that was a joke. I've hurt people's feelings on this show. I don't want to do that anymore. That was a joke, Christian. I was just saying it. But it's not going to beat you. You're not going to add Christian and beat us. You're not going to add any of you guys are going to beat us.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. I'm just saying that Dutch Hall is the best.
Yeah.
And the levity's great, but they're not the best.
I know
They're the best.
I know Johnny wears glasses.
I don't even know what we're doing as far as the game goes.
Right?
Hey, I beat Pat in an arm wrestle. That happened.
Last night?
No, on his birthday a couple years ago.
Oh.
You think I can't beat him anymore?
Well, no, you said it so excited. It sounded like it just happened.
No, it was. Did you hear that story? Where I beat Pat in an arm wrestle, and he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey Pete, you want to arm wrestle?" And I go, "I don't know, Pat. I don't really want to."
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Come on, I'll take it easy on you." And I'm like, "Whoa." Like, because I'm like, that's not why I said no. I said no because I'm from the country and I'm going to break your city arm. That's what I'm. That's what I'm thinking, you know. But I was like, but when he said that, I was like, oh, definitely going to go now.
Exactly. Yeah.
So easily.
Really?
Yeah, also
And I don't mean concrete like as in figuratively, like as in, I mean like that's his daily job. He should have forearms of steel.
Yeah, but Joe's all back. He's all back and shoulders.
Like a gorilla.
Yeah, he does the type of work that Joe does, the type of strength that he has. He'd be a real hard puncher. If Joe punched you, he'd punch.
I can see that. You're right.
But for me, I'm all forearms. I'm like Popeye, you know.
Masturbator.
Yeah, masturbator, old school masturbator.
OG.
I'm not even kidding. I have to get double. I'm pretty positive I have to get double carpal tunnel surgery.
For masturbator.
Like you've gone so many years going backwards that you got to get surgery on the second one too, eh?
No, I haven't got the first one done. I have to get them both done.
No, as in like you jerk off both ways.
Oh yeah. Actually, I don't know if it's all from jerking off. I think jerking off doesn't help.
No.
Especially how vigorously I do it. Everything I do, it's vigorous.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why do it?
Why do it if you're not doing it vigorously? That's why I feel like I left some on the table for you, Johnny, last night. I just did. I didn't give it my all. I didn't give it my all on stage last night, Johnny, and that's not what you paid me for. God damn it. This is twice I've let you down. I'm going to sleep in your truck tonight.
Actually, the funny thing is,
What?
I was looking at the Staybridge last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I was on somebody's balcony, and I look over in Staybridge Suites, and I'm like,
See, that's what you should have done is gone to, oh, no, it's too late. I really fucked you over, Johnny. You had nowhere to go. And they knew a lot of people knew about it. Oh, yeah, they knew because you told them, like, you sent a text to the people that I fucked you right away, right? Like, Pat knew.
Well, yeah, I texted him almost seeing if he was still up, because I was just going to go to their place and crash on the couch, but...
Yeah, because you need an alternate fucking solution.
Exactly, yeah.
To an immediate problem.
Yeah.
It was so quick. Like, it's like
5:30 in the morning.
Like, everyone's together, and then everyone disperses, and Johnny has no one in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's how it went. Like, it went to be like, we're all together, and holy shit, it's really late. And then we're all leaving, and then Johnny's like, everyone gone. Not only gone, but asleep or fucking or whatever you do at the end of the night.
Right.
But they're already doing it.
Home Alone.
Including me, sleeping like a baby.
Yeah.
Sleeping like a baby.
Hey, Pete, you know what I was thinking, too, about that competition? We do have a secret weapon, eh?
What's that?
Michael Bow.
What's that? Oh, if we needed another member.
If we need another member.
I don't think it's going to be physical. Do you think it should be physical confrontations?
Oh.
Or do you think it should be
I feel like that should be one of the challenges.
something physical?
Yeah.
All right. Maybe it has.
Mix it up, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
I think I'd like to have an arts and crafts segment.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where we make a model of Johnny.
Oh, macaronis.
Yeah.
Johnny macaronis.
Don't give away your secrets, Kev.
God
Yeah.
damn it!
Johnny Macaroni is the fucking winner. If Levity Comedy Club is listening right now, they're going to be stealing these great fucking ideas.
Think of those gorgeous locks and macaroni.
They're going to come in with fusilli. They're going to come in with
Oh.
fucking fusilli.
Yeah.
Look at the guy's hair; it's beautiful curlets, ringlets. I mean,
I'm gonna get colored macaroni.
oh,
Jamaican Johnny.
these are all great ideas, Kevin. And you just keep not listening to me. You keep giving it to
Not a good listener.
terrible listener. Oh, by the way, I want to explain season 10 wheels to you guys. Every show is a wheel show from now on because I configured the wheel to make it a whiteboard wheel where I can put in whatever I want every week. So what I do is I just throw in a bunch of things on the wheel, and when there's a lull in conversation, or if somebody wants to change the subject, we can just turn to the wheel, spin it, and go to that. Now, if we don't ever use the wheel,
That's okay too, right?
that's okay too. In fact, I think the goal every week is to not use the wheel, and then if we use the wheel, so be it, you know?
Yeah.
I prepare anyway, so what I'm doing is just putting the stuff I prepare on the wheel, and that's always what I do is I have it as a backup plan. If I need somewhere to go, I go to my notes or whatever. This way I just put my notes on this wheel, and the wheel, and it's got to sit here too because it's the only place I could put it. And then I was like, that's as good. It's a wheel.
Two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
What's the hook for? Or is that just...
Yeah.
Oh, it's a magnet, and it's a strong enough magnet so this fucking thing doesn't fly off when I spin it. Because all my I love dick jokes magnets didn't work. They kept flying off.
So you had some test runs that failed.
Yeah. Hey, what time is it, Johnny?
10:04.
Well, that means it's time for a segment that we call feedback. We got
feedback. It's feedback. It's motherfucking feedback.
Welcome to Feedback. We got feedback. This week's program is brought to you by our good friends at CleanFlow. CleanFlow, go to their website, KLEENFLO.com. That's cleanflow.com, and check out all their great products. CleanFlow's been a great sponsor of our show for years now, and we would not have this great new merch that we have to offer here. Look at this. Look at these beautiful shirts. The new Dutch Hall shirts. This one here is in chocolate brown. Kevin's got one in black. Beaver has one in white. Johnny's got one in the royal blue. There's a whole variety of colors you can get of these Dutch Hall t-shirts. Relatively cheap. I think $15 or $20 or something. I don't know. Call me. I'll give them to you for whatever you want. I am a bad business person. But we have to thank CleanFlow and our great queen, Jen Husko, who is our one and only Patreon supporter. And if you would like to join Dutch Hall Royalty, go to patreon.com/Dutch Hall, and you can be a Dutch Hall Royalty, like I just said twice.
Fucking sign up.
And I didn't say anything about Jizz and the CleanFlow ad. Look at that. Season 10, we're clean. Whistle. Clean's the whistle. This is going well.
We all know you got to bust a nut, but yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Y'all know that you got to lube up your wrench with honey goo.
Goo on it.
Yeah. Like, what has a face and two arms and honey goo all over it?
Ooh.
Right? A watch with a lot of crud on it. You want to get rid of it.
Dirty clock.
Yeah, you see? See why I made that seem dirty and then it wasn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, genius. That's what I do. It didn't take me a year to come up with that, Johnny. I tell you that.
Yeah.
It took me just 1 millisecond of dumbness.
Yeah.
Hey, and so if you'd like to buy that, go to our website, and there's a merch thing. You can go to PeteVanDykeComedian.com and then go to the Dutch Hall merch store. Or I'm sure it's on our Dutch Hall website, livefromthedutchhall.com.
It sounds like you're still figuring that out.
It's on there. I just don't know. I know it's on all those things. I'm just like,
We got some shit to sell. Figure it out.
If you go to any of my websites, I put links to the merch.
Buy some fucking merch.
To the merch store. It's
Yeah.
on Printify. And if you want something, if you're like, you know what would make a good T-shirt? You know what would make a good piece of merch? I'd like to have a Dutch Hall grinder, or I'd like to have a Dutch Hall whatever. Luckily, I can design these things on Printify. They can become real things. All you got to do is tell me what your idea is at thedutchhall@gmail.com, and I'll give us a little bit of that feedback. You know, tell us what you think of the show. Tell us what you want to see happen on the show, and tell us what kind of merch you want, and we'll make sure you get it. Because guess what? You buy it, then we get the money. We get the money.
You get the moolah.
We get the power. We get the power. We get the dick pills. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. This is how it goes. It's all about the dick pills, Johnny.
Or a dick pill sponsor.
Yeah, I want a dick pill sponsor. I have a few. I've reached out to them.
Like even like a fake one.
Yeah, I got my first.
You know, like a back of a magazine kind of deal.
Oh, yeah.
I
Like
got-
a horny goat weed. Or,
yeah.
Take some snake venom and you'll get a fucking hard dick.
Yeah.
I got my first email from a rejection from a cruise line company that says my comedy is not of their
Elk.
taste.
Oh,
You know, they're going to pass based on the material that I sent them.
were they gentle?
That's what they said. They're going to pass based on the material I sent. And I was like, I was kind of happy. There was like a bit of happiness from that, eh?
Why?
Because it just seems shitty. Like, as much as it seems awesome to tell jokes on a boat and go see the world, right?
Yeah.
You're still like
On a boat?
you have to be, if you have to tame your act down and make these fuckers happy, because
Oh,
they're like
yeah.
all the like entitled old like people that go on cruises or whatever.
Yep.
Then I don't really care. Like, I mean, maybe I don't want to get the job, or I don't want to change myself for that
Just to
that
fit-
job.
Yeah, okay.
To fit the job, you
Yeah.
know.
Doesn't that
And
go
like,
against...
so if people see my act, they don't like it. I'm like, fuck. Then you don't like it.
Yeah.
If they see my act and they say, you know what, if you just did this, this, and this, then maybe like get
Yeah.
back to us or work on that. Then I would maybe do it for them because it was nice of them to give me that.
Yeah.
But if you're just like, no, I don't like you, I'm like, I like it.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because doesn't that go against, comedy morals?
Well, it's like art versus commerce, right? Like, to be a professional, you do have to kind of understand that, you don't want to make the situation terrible just because you're in a room with people who don't like it. You got paid to do this job, and you realize, oh, they don't like this kind of joke. You should kind of know where else to go to kind of make the crowd happy. But it's not your intention when you write, like all the time. But it is a way to be professional and a way to get money on a regular basis and be able to do more jobs because you can suit more audiences,
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, if it's not you or you're just doing it, like you're just writing these squeaky clean, like Christian jokes so you can do the church tour in the States and make the money or whatever, that's good. I mean, that's just a professional decision. Like if you decided to go work for a bank or something, it's the same sort of thing. You've sold your soul for the money, but you have no integrity in your art. That's the difference.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I say. And it's same with music. You'll see like a lot of times like a first album will be good because it's like what they worked like 8 years or something, like fucking around as an independent, and they've made that same album a couple times, like produced by their buddies and just figuring out how to use recording equipment and stuff, and then they put it on a cassette, and then they put it on a CD, and then no, whatever, it's digital.
Been playing it for 8 years in bars.
Yeah, like that's what the first album is like. Everything's like really like pretty good. That's why those out, and then that one hits, and then the sophomore album always tanks.
Yeah.
Because they made money in the first album. Now the companies get a hold of these cocks, and they start getting in their ear creatively and say, you did this, so do more of this. You did this, so do more of this. You did this, so do more of this. And they come up with trying to please everybody in the second album, and it sucks.
Yeah.
And then the third album, they're like, fuck this. I don't even care. I'm just going to do my own thing. And then it gets good again, usually.
Yep.
And then eventually they stop being marketed because they're too old, and then they start making what they want, and everyone thinks they're not making albums.
They just tour constantly.
Yeah, they tour constantly, and everyone wants them to play the hits.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the cycle of music. It's sad. But it's the same thing like with comedy. I don't know. Was I talking about before that? Who cares?
Don't matter. So let's spin that fucking wheel.
All right. Spin it. See where it ends up.
Let's see.
Whoa!
Oh.
That one's off.
Who
It did not
aged
survive.
better?
Oh.
I don't know.
Is that
Or
right?
is it Desert Island?
Yeah,
It's right on the crack.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think? Who aged better?
Yep.
Let's do who aged better. This is an audio-visual one. We're going to put Johnny to the test right off the hop here. So I got to ask you guys, if you had to pick, I'm going to do a couple theme songs. You guess the show, and I will, and then we'll look at the cast members from that show who are children,
All right.
and then we will look at who aged better. So we'll start with this one.
Oh, I kind of like
Here's the
this one.
story.
What's the Brady Bunch?
Yeah, of a man named Brady. The Brady Bunch. So there was 3 kids. There was Cindy. There was
Jan.
Jan and Marcia.
Marsha.
So Jan and Marcia. The oldest one was Marcia. The youngest one was Sydney. And the middle one was Jan.
Yeah.
Okay? So we got them all a picture at the same day. They're at the same red carpet. So we know how they've all aged because they're all on the same day. So who aged better?
That's Cindy.
That's Cindy. That's the youngest one. Oh, sorry, that's on a preview. So Johnny could there you go. That's Cindy. And then we go into the media there. And then drag over another one. That one is Jan.
Oof.
Right? And let's see what Marcia looks like.
I think we saved the best for last. Maybe. Oh, no. It was smaller on the other screen.
Is this a murder kill scenario?
Bang, murder,
Oh, bang, marry, kill. Oh, there's
Bang,
3
marry,
of them.
kill. Yeah, bang, marry, kill.
Just who aged better. Oh, I got a fucking caught on my sock here.
I think I know Cindy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the short hair.
Nope.
I'm not. I don't know what it is. The bob?
Just says you're old.
Yeah, it says you're old. It says you're fucking old.
Had enough.
Well, who's got the bob? Jan?
Yeah, the fucking... Or
Jan and Marcia, kind of both.
Marcia's got her hair back. I think she's long.
The old middle sister.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with... I'm going to say, like...
go to the other long-haired one. Where's the other one?
Jan looks better than you think, but I think I'm going to still go with Marcia.
I go bottom left. Which one's
Marcia?
that?
I'm going to go with the oldest.
That'd be Marcia.
Marcia?
She's
I'll
the
go with
funnest one.
I'll go with her.
All right. Well, Marcia wins for this one. Okay, the next one.
They in their like 70s there?
I don't know how old they'd be, but they'd be...
I'd say probably around that age. Yeah.
Okay, well, the next show is you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both.
Facts of life.
And there you have the facts of life. And if you remember, once the show got into its groove, they ended up with 4 girls at Mrs. Garrett's boarding house.
Yep.
And that was Blair, Joe, Tootie, and Natalie.
Natalie.
Right? And I also got these 4 girls on the same red carpet at some Comic-Con probably. So,
Kev, you're good at this.
well, let's go before Johnny puts them up. Oh, we were in so the program is right now on Marcia still.
Yeah.
Okay, switch over to us. Yeah, there we go. And then, so before Johnny puts up the pictures, I want your predictions on who you think has held up the best out of the facts
See,
of
I
life.
don't know what fucking show you're talking
I'll go.
about.
You don't know the facts of life?
No.
You don't know about Blair, Joe, and Tootie?
No, I don't.
Natalie.
And Natalie? Don't forget Natalie, Mindy
Like,
Cohn. Think about the charming Mindy Cohn.
Like I was banking on a picture here to fucking help me out.
I'm going to say Natalie has the least wrinkles.
Okay, so this is interesting, okay, because Johnny for sure doesn't know who Facts of Life girls are. No idea, right, Johnny?
I remember the show, but I don't remember what they looked like.
Okay, so Beaver's admitting he doesn't know who these girls are. I'm sure Emil Van Steeg in Australia has no idea who they are. But what you're going to do, if you want to go look these people up, I'll give you their full names. I remember the credits and everything. So I watched this show a lot. I know everything about the Facts of Life. But you're going to get to see just 4 old ladies, just 4 ladies around 60 years old, right? And you're not even going to know what they look like when they're young, Beaver. Don't look at your phone. You're ruining the game.
Okay.
You're supposed to just look at these old ladies, never even seeing them.
Well, that's what I thought.
That's what they look like as young.
But then you're telling me that I'm supposed to know this, so I was.
No, you don't have to know it. I'm
to
saying that you're not knowing it is the blessing that you've been given.
Oh, okay.
You don't have any preconceived notions. You don't have to say, remember Mindy Cohn, as Mindy Cohn looked when she was young. You can just think of what she's turned into.
Like the oldest show I remember is like fucking Family Matters.
Oh, Family Matters.
Yeah, Urkel.
Yeah.
That's or like
the guy
Full
from
House.
Die Hard.
Full House.
Yeah.
He was the dad, right?
Yeah.
Guy from Die Hard. Okay, so anyways, Johnny, if you could, let's get
Lisa Wetzel.
let's get one of these Facts of Life girls in the media player. There we go.
Oh, Joe.
So this is Joe.
Not bad.
Nancy McKeon.
She's okay.
We can talk about her character after. I think we'll sway your voting. Okay, go to the next one. Let's see what we got here. This is Natalie,
Mindy.
played by Mindy Cohn.
She looks like a hairdresser.
She does look like a hairdresser, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She looks exactly like a hairdresser. Yeah, that's what
She
I
looks
think.
like she's got a few needles in her forehead too.
Yeah.
Look, her eyebrows are up and no expression on her forehead.
Oh, she's laughing
yeah.
right now.
Guaranteed she's got a fucking few needles in there.
Yeah. Anyways, let's see what who's up at next. Is it Blair or Tootie?
Blair.
Oh, it's Blair, played by the lovely Lisa Whelchel.
I like her. I don't know what she's got. I just like her.
Well, I thought Beaver would like Blair the
I
best.
did too.
Yeah.
You like Blair? You're a Blair guy?
I don't know. I was thinking that if we were saying who aged better, it's going to be Tootie.
Oh, let's go see what Tootie looks like. There's Tootie. Black don't crack. That is true. That is true. She looks great. She looks exactly like she did when she was a kid.
Yeah. Toot on Tootie.
But
She looks younger than she probably is.
yes. Yeah, I mean, this lady is probably pushing 60. Like, I mean, I'm for real. So.
Yeah, she looks about 59.
No, you didn't. But I always like Nancy. But I'm saying all four of them look good, pretty good.
Yeah.
Like for their age, like I would say all four of them look good. Like,
Dude, look at that 10 head, man. She's fucking had. There's been some fucking extra help there. Like her fucking hairline is on there. I'm pretty sure if she reached behind her head, she'd scratch her hairline.
well, that's it. You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, true.
I thought Joe. I thought
I was a
Tootie
Joe
would be
guy.
the youngest, but I honestly thought Joe would look good.
Yeah, Joe does look good. They all look good, actually. Like,
Yeah, they do.
But Joe was my favorite as a kid. I would say Joe was the hottest one of them all.
Tough girl.
But she was the obvious lesbian, right?
Yeah.
Obvious
For
lesbian.
sure.
On the show, at least.
Yep.
She was like the tomboy. Why did I
That
like
was the first.
her?
That was the first one.
What am I? What?
The dark-haired one.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
dark-haired
the first
girl.
one. She's definitely swinging another way. You know what though? No, sorry. I think she's both. She looks bi.
Just from looks, you can tell that stuff.
I think. I don't know. She looks like she'd fucking.
What about so what do you go? Can you put Blair in media player 2?
Yep.
Can you put the Lisa Whelchel? Yeah, there you go. So these are your two
She,
top ones.
she looks high as fuck.
You think so? I don't think so. She's probably there. I picture her being like a Midwest Christian mom.
Oh yeah,
you know?
I agree. But she just looks high.
She does kind of look high.
Toots or
Which one, Tootie or the blonde or the brunette? Which one? The white girl or the black girl? Which one looks high? The blonde?
Blonde.
Yeah. So Beaver, are these your two top finalists of the Facts of Life girls?
I'd like to throw the bi one in there because I think she'd be all right for a 3-way.
So who's your top two then?
No, I'm kidding. These two are the top two.
Okay, and then which one would you think of these two would win?
I think I gotta go for my own kind.
Are you gonna go with the blonde?
Yeah, I gotta go for my blonde.
Okay, Johnny, what do you think of the four?
Is it who aged better or?
Yeah, well, you got no perspective really, so you can just go to say which of these old ladies do you want to bang the most?
Probably the blonde.
Really?
Yeah, there we
two
go.
for Blair.
Me and Johnny think alike. Eh?
We
We're
do,
2
yeah.
weeks in a row. Fucking A, buddy.
Well, I'm voting Tootie right now, and I know Kev's taking a piss out there. So
She looks like she's
we're
got a
gonna give
big.
him we're gonna give him Natalie.
Hey,
Yeah, we'll
she
give
looks
you
like
that.
she's got a big round tootie, is what she looks like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the one thing that has Tootie has put on a pound or two. played by the lovely Kim Fields, by the way.
It's in her rump.
I know them all. And if you want me to talk about Mrs. Garrett, God rest in peace. Charlotte Ray, rest in peace. Isn't that sick, Johnny?
What?
I know so many TV
all the
credits.
facts about the facts.
The credits.
Yeah.
I memorize the credits of TV shows because I watch so much of it, or it just stuck in there. I don't know which one it is.
Well, you're a committed person. You're a full length video person. You want to see right to the end because there might be a 30-second fucking
Little post-credit stinger.
Yeah. I learned that Marvel taught me about that.
I also like theme songs, and I do like. I've always liked the theme songs of shows. Like I do know a lot of theme songs. Actually, one of the other wheel things that we got on here, there's a few theme songs I might be able to sing as well.
Different strokes through the world.
Yeah, that is not one of them, Kevin. but I do appreciate that song because it wasn't on the list, and now it's on the show. We got so we've sang 3 now. Right?
Take the good, you take the bad.
You take them both, and there you had the Facts of Life.
Yeah.
The Facts of Life. And then what does it go to that after that?
Well,
I have no
the world
idea.
Don't move to the beat of just one drum. Might
Who's
be
that?
Right for you. Oh, is that not Different Strokes?
Oh, maybe it's different strokes. I don't know. You guys go now your era. Throw out a theme song from your era.
Your era.
You know the Family Matters theme song?
That's not my era though. Really, I was just a kid though. Is that you? Were you counting?
Oh yeah, that's all these are when I was a kid.
Yeah, you're right.
I can do the Happy Days.
I was going to say Happy Days was the one that I grew up watching. That and Alf.
Oh, Alf?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Watch, I'll do an impression from Alf, okay? My friend Adrian taught to me.
Already?
Oh, Alf! That's my Willie, eh?
Yeah.
That's my, oh, Alf! No, I can't do it. I gotta warm up.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Pete. Like when I was a kid, it was you never got to watch your own show because I got a good dosing of Cheers. Like my old man.
Oh, do that theme song.
Fuck,
Making your way.
Oh
Making
yeah.
your way in the world today takes everything you got.
See, now that I heard it, I
Making
got
a
a
break
little.
for just one moment sure could help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away?
That is good.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
That's
Boom, boom, boom. And they're always glad
You came.
boom, boom. You want to be where people
Troubles
are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Ooh. Sit, you sit. Good dog.
Ah, that's Family Ties, right?
Oh, it's the same? What was at the end of...
no, that was there too.
Was it really?
I
Yeah,
think they might have been both.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, yeah.
Pete, that was dynamite.
Too much TV is what I'm saying. You want to do? Let's do the season 10 club. Anyways, we'll do the season 10 club.
Yeah, what do you got here?
So the season 10 club is a game we're going to play, which will help us continue the theme songs going. Keep the theme songs going here. We're going to write it down. Oh, this is not my notes. Wait. Oh, wait, that's different. There it is. Okay, I found it. Okay, Johnny, don't cheat. So I'm going to give you 2 TV shows,
Yep.
and you guys have to guess which one has had 10 seasons, like the Dutch Hall with Pete Van Dyke, and how many of them are subpar shit shows who have had only 9 seasons. Right? Okay. So are you ready to begin?
Yep.
The very first question. Family Matters
Nope.
or Roseanne?
Yes.
Roseanne.
Roseanne is in the season 10 club,
And then
exactly.
there was a spin-off of Roseanne, wasn't there?
I think so.
Yeah.
The Congress.
Yeah, another one. Okay.
They felt bad for the husband.
Let me get-
They were like, yeah, give him some fucking time. What was his name? Who's the husband on fucking... Who's Roseanne? Yeah, what was the actor's name?
John Goodman?
Yeah.
He's my phone a friend for anything sitcom.
Yeah.
Okay, which show is on? Which show has measured up in longevity to the Dutch Hall with Pete Van Dyke? And which one is a piece of shit that has only done 9 seasons? The Waltons
Ooh.
or CSI Miami?
No, it's not. Walton's. Miami was Miami, unless you're counting fucking Miami, CSI Miami, New York,
Just Miami.
Las Vegas.
Just Miami. I'm just talking about what that redhead.
I think Miami was like 6, 7.
I think the Waltons was probably rerun more than seasons.
So you're going to guess that
I'm going to say CSI.
CSI is Dutch Hall in the Dutch Hall Club in the season 10 club.
I might be wrong though.
Okay, so we got 1 for
Waltons.
and you say which
I'm going to say CSI.
is in our club?
Yeah.
CSI Miami is season 10, and the Waltons only did 9 seasons. Boo to them.
Shit.
Okay, the next one.
Johnny fucking cheat.
Night, John
The one
Boy.
time I didn't agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Shit.
Beverly Hills 90210. Or, and I'll sing the theme song for this one. Okay.
Yeah.
How's it start? Well, this here's a story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed.
Oh.
Then one day when he's shooting at some food, up from the ground came a bubbling crude. Oil, that is. Texas Gold, black tea.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, the Beverly Hillbillies, yeah. Beverly Hillbillies or Beverly Hills 90210.
90210, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
90210 would be in the Dutch Hall Club.
I think.
Yes, and Beverly Hillbillies only 9 seasons. 90210 is the same as us, exactly the same. Okay, let's say Everybody Loves Raymond or Friends.
Friends.
Yeah.
10 seasons for Friends.
Yep.
Yes, it is. Everybody Loves Raymond 9.
Well, he just made so much fucking money off 9. He was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay, last one.
Everybody loves Raymond.
Chicago Fire or The Love Boat.
Oh, I hope it's a love boat.
Yeah, this is a straight guess.
I hope it's a love boat. The love boat. Soon you'll be.
Making another call. The Love Boat. Every time there's a black girl, it's named Isaac Finds Love on this boat.
Gopher.
That's my favorite thing.
Isn't
It's
it
true.
Gopher?
They'd have Isaac was the bartender. He was the black guy, and there would only be white cast members, and then Isaac.
Yep.
And then one time that there was like a black lady that came on the cruise ship, and then the whole episode's about Isaac finding a girlfriend.
Captain Stubing and his cute little daughter.
No, Stubing was white.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, so turns out The Love Boat is a piece of shit.
Wow.
Only been on 9 seasons. Where Chicago Fire, I didn't even know that show existed. It was on for 10, same as us. We're going to go with the other shows that are joined our club. Smallville, Hawaii Five-0.
Really?
Which
And
version?
Jag.
Jag? Yeah, I can see Jag.
And then these are the ones that we are better than. Little House on the Prairie,
Really?
All in the Family, Dynasty, Family Matters, Drew Carey Show, Perry Mason.
Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, well, I don't know about Dawson's Creek. I didn't see him on there, but they probably didn't go 10.
No, it's a fucking shit show.
Not the Crick.
All in the Family had a good theme too.
Yeah, All in the Family had a good run. Everyone thinks of it as a good show, but not as good as us.
All the way.
10. It's all about number of seasons. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
this day and age, it's all about like singing shows, like America and talent shows. They're all going forever. 20th season, like America's Next Top.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Or Survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even
Survivor.
Survivor's been like 20 years, yeah. Or more,
I
yeah.
remember the first one.
Yeah, when the world actually cared about it.
Richard Hatch won it.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
dad was really upset. He was really upset about that. He didn't like that guy.
I think he was
naked
the
dude.
first gay guy to be on TV.
They're so flagrant about it, too. He was a gay villain.
Yeah.
That was actually, I don't think they could even do that nowadays. I don't think they could portray a gay villain, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that guy he made himself the villain.
Yeah, but it's not allowed. It's not allowed. You're fucking.
Well, you know, he called himself the big fat F word, on that
Really?
very first show. Yeah, it was. I think they bleeped it out still, but he would refer to himself that way. And he walked around naked. He was trying to get into people's heads. You remember that?
Yep.
Richard Hatch, yeah, he was a good character.
Didn't pay his taxes,
Oh,
Yeah.
he lost all his money because of that?
I guess. I think so.
I can see him doing that.
Yeah.
That happens. That happens to most people.
Couldn't even afford clothes, for Christ's sakes.
See, I used to laugh on them shows because, like in Survivor, they always have that one episode where they're like, all right, we're going to have, here's a bunch of money, and we're going to have we're going to have an auction for food. And then everybody's like, they see that nice big steak, and they haven't eaten in fucking 20, 30 days. And they just fucking shit their pants.
Yeah, right away.
Right away, or they puke it all up because their bodies are just like, nope, not you.
Yep.
Or then there's always someone on them shows that are like, I can fucking cook. I was a chef. I can cook out anything. And then everybody hates those people because they fucking use all the food up in one day.
Yeah.
It's like you can't do that.
You need someone that's going to kill.
Yeah.
I said to my wife, actually, because I fixed my vacuum cleaner today. There's a switch broke on it. And I went and got a switch from an old blender and put it in my vacuum cleaner, and it worked.
Survivors.
And I said, bring on the pandemic, is what I said. Or not the pandemic, bring on the apocalypse. Bring on the apocalypse. Because I'm like, I can, this is who you want. You want a guy like me, I can rig it up with nothing. I don't want to go to the store. I just look around till I can rip something off something else and fix it.
That is true.
I'm so good at it. Make a reality show where I get to build shit out of garbage, and I will be the best at it.
Like Cobbler show?
Yeah, like an old tinkerer show, like just a guy that fucking I can.
Let's be
shit
honest.
together.
Like I think in a can't say pandemic anymore because we apparently went through one, but in an apocalypse, like a lot of people die in a hurry. I think these days, like 20 years ago, I think it'd take a little longer. This day and age, a lot of people fucking gone.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They ain't gonna last.
If there's an apocalypse?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit. There's the more we go, the more dependent we are. If you, especially you go to the cities, and you realize that they don't do nothing themselves. Like they call someone in to do everything.
Well, and just think, like you start cutting hydro, like a lot of people are dying then.
Yeah.
Like, they can't live without fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Or grocery stores. If you stop the food chain and people can't go to the grocery stores to get food, most people are just fucked.
Yeah. I'd be fine, man. Just go fucking crank the old Jenny up. Fucking, I'd be gold for a while.
Yeah.
As long as you get gas.
Diesel? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You just go to the fucking gas station and fucking empty that tank out and then work from one gas station to the next.
Yeah, that's like I think about that stuff. Like if there's this, we might as well we'll do the desert island thing that's on the wheel because it leads right into it. So like on a desert island, sometimes they have these, they have questions and they go like, "What would you bring on a desert island?" or whatever. Like if you could bring 3 books on a desert island, what would you bring? And people will say like Gone with the Wind or like whatever. Like I want to bring War and Peace. It's like, no, I'm going to bring like plant identification books
Yeah.
that are going to show me what I can eat.
Some kind of venomous animal.
Yeah. I'm gonna have like books that that are going to let me live.
Maybe a nice Playboy.
Yeah. If you got 3, why not?
Yeah. If you
for
get 3
survival.
books, you get get a mushroom book, edible plants book, and then I would get then I got a swank.
The thickest Playboy ever,
From
though.
the 70s, though. From the
Yeah.
70s.
It can't be Playboy. It's too tasteful.
Yeah.
I want someone that's just really embarrassing their family.
Someone's willing to fucking put all the cards on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
How many times can you read Gone with the Wind?
Yeah, but I can look at a girl that's like spreading herself wide open like she's trying to catch air, jumping from a tree.
I'll tell you right now, the last thing I do is bring a fucking Bible. I would not be bringing a Bible.
No.
You know how many people would say that, though?
Not unless you can start it on fire.
A lot of people would. Yes. Start out. The Bible's got a lot of pages, and they're thin, and they can fucking be a good kindling source.
TP.
Yeah, and TP, you're right.
A lot of pages.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question. If you're on a deserted island,
I'd wash my ass in the water.
A deserted island, and you had 3 items to bring.
Yeah.
What would they be?
3 items?
Yeah. Would you bring toilet paper because you can only bring 1 roll?
No, I'd go in the ocean.
Right.
You just wash your dirty ass in the salt water. It cleans it up good. Take some sand, just wash the poop out with the sand, and then go in the ocean. That works perfect. To be honest, it works perfect.
3 items?
It sounds counterproductive, but it would work.
Like a solar-powered...
I'll bring a lighter,
Yeah, I'd bring a lighter too. A water.
a blowtorch, I bring like a waterproof blowtorch.
Yeah, but hold on. It's going to run out of fluids at some point in time.
So we're lighter, right? But it doesn't matter once the fire's going. I want something that's going to help me get a fire started easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once the fire's going, you just got to keep it lit.
True. Okay, so later, and then what else?
Solar-powered RV.
Solar-powered RV.
RV, that's a good one. That's like a cheat code.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's a glitch in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said 3 of anything, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring
No,
jet and a runway.
I'll bring my wife.
3 things.
All 3 things.
Can I bring my wife as one of the things?
Yeah.
I got to feed her too, right? And then
So
a gun.
between the two of you. Oh, you're really setting this up for
We
fucking.
got 6 now.
You got 3 things total, and you're gonna bring your wife.
Oh, I got-
so you and
Do
another
bullets
human
count?
being.
A gun with bullets. A gun with bullets.
Yeah, that's
With
one.
a lot of bullets.
Yeah, that's one. So you're already there.
All right, cool. Because I wanted to just shoot things on the island.
Yeah.
It'd be a fucking easy way to kill them.
Or the
I'll be
story
able
could
to,
take a dark turn.
I got to feed my wife. So I got to have my wife there for the sex because I like the sex. And then I want the food, so I got a gun.
Yeah, keep the sex.
And then
alive.
what was the third thing I brought? A lighter,
A
so I
lighter.
can cook the food. That's all I need.
Yeah.
And I can purify with the water.
Do you rather a gun over a knife, like a machete?
Yeah, I'll tear apart my hands.
I'd take a machete over a gun.
A knife is something.
Lasts forever.
And you can tie it to a stick and spear fish.
And what are you gonna do with a gun?
I can't sharpen a stick with a gun. You're right, a gun's stupid, Beaver.
You're gonna shoot your wife, is what you're gonna do.
And you're eventually going to run out of bullets because I'm going to walk around because I got a new gun. I'm just going to be walking. I'm just going to be walking around like
Target
Elvis, yeah, just shooting birds out of the trees.
What? We only got 6 shots? I already disposed 5.
Yeah, a knife is better, and then you can make a shelter with it.
Right. No, a machete, not a knife.
No, I want a knife.
I want a machete.
Why? How are you going to fillet a fish with a machete?
The inside part of it, right at the handle.
Really? Is that where it's sharpest?
No, you can make it that sharp.
With what, a rock?
Yeah.
That would be something you don't need.
Yeah.
Well, what else did you have other than a knife?
So I'd have a machete.
Would you have my wife too? Because
I'd have a Well, I'm talking like you're left on this island alone.
why do you want a machete? Because it's good for clearing brush.
It's a multi-tool.
Yeah, but you can use a knife to.
For a knife.
No, because
Need a little distance.
like a knife or a machete doesn't seem as sharp as a knife. You know what I mean?
True.
Like a machete seems more blunt.
Seems
Yeah.
is the key word.
But if you whack that thing at a person, you can chop their whole arm off, couldn't you?
Right.
That goodness, man.
Yeah.
I see those machetes like in the Caribbean. They fucking use those things for everything, and they're good at it.
So I'd want to bring a pillow because I want to sleep good.
Oh, a pillow.
Well done.
Look at this guy. I use it with my wife.
You ever woke up
Pillows. 4.
if you had to pass out with a log underneath your neck,
Yeah,
you wake up uncomfortable.
that's gonna be my wife. I'm gonna be sleeping.
So
on
she's
her.
gonna sleep uncomfortable while you nestle your head nicely into
Yeah, I
her
brought her.
bosom.
Yeah, he's nice enough to bring her.
Yeah. Honey, I brought you into this horrible situation.
You say you don't like the winter. It's warm here.
Yeah.
What you bitching about?
I just watched
Lie down. and
Castaway.
Stop complaining about your neck.
I'd bring a volleyball, a figure skate, and some videotape.
Oh, you're pulling the movie card.
Yep. Worked for him.
A volleyball, some
Yeah.
videotape,
Castaway.
Yep.
and a
Figure skate.
figure skate.
Yeah.
Videotape because he's using it as fucking tape, like a VHS tape.
Worked in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, you might as well go with what works, right? What you've seen work.
You're talking blunt, man. That figure skate would have been blunt pretty close. Like,
It fixed the tooth, though, right?
Well, then I'm going to
did.
change my answers from something that I saw.
All right.
And I'm going to say that I'm going to bring The Harlem Globetrotters.
A submarine with an Asian that thinks the war is still on.
Yeah.
He's going to bring satellite radio.
The professor. I'm bringing the professor for sure.
I'm bringing Marianne.
Yeah, she's coming too.
Oh, she is hot, man. Mm-hmm. Ginger I was always wondering why she was the sex symbol. I couldn't understand that as a kid.
Girl next door.
Why is Ginger the sex symbol? I couldn't even tell if she was good looking or not.
Why wasn't it Mrs. Howell?
Mrs. Howell's better looking than Ginger.
Yeah.
So, Johnny, what would you bring? 3 items.
I want to say cigarettes, but I know that's dumb.
Yeah, it doesn't last long.
I like your style,
Yeah.
but you're going to run out.
Yeah. Then I'm just going to be more mad, yeah.
You
Well,
can
that'll
use
last
the-
like a week.
I find it to be a good chance to quit.
Yeah, that's true.
Imagine going through those first few packs. Oh, this is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I bring?
Lighter
I bring a
fucks up.
bottle of water. I know you're going down, but you got salt water all around you? Ooh, shit.
How big, though? A bottle.
I bring one of those big jugs that go into a
Water
fucking...
cooler.
Yeah.
Nice 5-liter jug.
I'd live. I would be able to figure out ways.
We're learning in a hurry we'd need more than 3 items here.
Yeah.
Is there a mangrove on this island? Any internal water?
Are there cannibals?
Yeah. Okay, this is my question. Desert island. You could either go with your worst enemy. You're either trapped on the desert island with your worst enemy, or you're trapped alone. Which one do you choose?
I'm going to say worst enemy, so you got someone to hunt.
Yeah, I agree.
Keep
This
the
is
line
crazy. I thought that was going to be an original idea of mine.
No,
That I
this
would
is-
bring the person just to eat.
They would
And
bring
then
them
you guys
some-
are like, no, that's exactly what you do. You
Yeah.
bring that cock. First chance your stomach rumbles and you don't know where you're going to get food from, you murder that fucker and you start salting him.
Just like when Bugs,
Like-
Bunny walks past.
like Salt
Tasmanian
Bay.
Devil.
Yeah, do you mind if I get another one? What's that, like Bugs Bunny?
Like when the Tasmanian Devil sees him walk by, just a turkey.
Yeah, he's just a big old drumstick.
See your enemy walking by. Turkey dinner.
Yeah, you just got to make sure it's somebody that you can eat before they eat you.
Yeah.
So you said that too, Kev?
What's that?
You'd rather have your enemy than be alone?
Yeah. You
And
can,
it's all to eat, though, right? It's not for company or anything.
you
No,
can talk
'cause-
shit to him for a bit if you wanted to.
Right, but survival instincts are going to kick in, and you're going to no longer be fucking hating each other in a hurry. Like, it'll last, let's call it a week. You'll hate them. But then after that, it's like,
Might be
we ain't fucking going nowhere. So, and I would purposely...
Andy is a food source.
No, I would purposely make my worst enemy a female.
Oh, yes. So
would.
it gets to be like moonlighting. It's just like a real, like it starts out.
It's like a romantic movie.
It's like a romantic comedy. Yeah, it starts out where like these two will never get along and they're trapped on a desert island, like worst enemies, and then cut to the end and you're a changed man just so you can get laid.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a survival instinct.
Turns out she was right. In that movie
All she
voice.
needed was someone to, nag at him.
You give her
Enough time.
you give her an orgasm, she'd turn her fucking tune. She'd turn her smile upside down in a hurry,
That'd be the
or her frown upside down. Sorry.
that'd be the movie.
You know
trailer
what?
voice.
Honestly, I think if I was a couples counselor, I would that would be my whole practice. It would just be, couple comes in, and then I'd be like, when's the last time like he ate your pussy and made you come? And then the girl has to answer honestly, and then I ask her like without the husband there, in order that I can get an honest answer. And then I just make him eat her pussy, and then I say, "Do you still have a problem?" afterwards. And if they do, then it's a real problem. They should probably get divorced.
Yeah.
So if it's a minuscule problem, the minute that the girl's got her orgasm and everything, she's forgotten about it. Wouldn't she?
Oh, they got good memories, but
I know I forget every time I blow my load.
yeah.
Like, all is forgiven. Thank you very much. I never thought anyone would do that.
There's
for
at
me.
least there's at least 10 minutes of smiling. When you give your wife an orgasm.
yeah, you still,
Right. You can't be mad.
No.
And I never understand why that's anything to do. Like, if we're fighting, like, you still love, like, no one has a bad time having sex. It's fun,
Yeah.
right? Why don't you just do it?
It's the best part of life.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's the best. It's fun, and you like it too. You never like, oh, I'm having a real boring time during the sex. It's like, it's fucking great. Everyone's having a great time, so let's do it all the time. You should do it every night before you go to sleep. Why not? Why not?
Problem solved.
Yep.
God damn it.
Make a good counselor.
Do it. Because you're not mad when you're just boning all the time.
No.
Period. But don't make yourself bone all the time. That's the hard part.
I would personally, I would do it 3 times a day, every day if I could.
Yeah.
I would. That's not I would do it more, but on some days, but fucking 3 times a day would be no problem for me. And I would be a fucking happy person.
At least 3 times a day.
I would never beat off 3 times a day.
No.
I feel bad.
I'm not talking about beating off.
I would feel guilty after the second one, though. No, I know you're talking about sex. I would do sex as many times as they let me.
My record's 8.
8 times in one day?
24 hours.
24. That's a good challenge. The 24.
You can't do that challenge anymore. Like, oh, Johnny can.
No, you can. You can do it with a whole day. Recovery time of a whole day, like 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's true, though. Like, Johnny's in another class.
He's in another class, like fucking.
Because he's younger, but I'm saying that.
If you went to your wife and said, we have a challenge. 24 hours.
I could do it, especially because Daily Dose Cialis. I think my prostate hurts. That's what they give me. But it makes good boners. Thank you, dick pills. God damn it, it's great. We were out in front of the comedy club talking about dick pills. Everyone's on them. And everyone's just like...
Oh, that was Wednesday, wasn't it?
Yeah, and everybody's on dick pills. And they're like talking about how much and like what their problems, why they got them or whatever.
Have you ever purposely taken too much just to see what it would do?
I never do that. I've never even ever not taken the way it's prescribed. I've never ever done that. And I just thought that was like how everyone was, but that's not the case. Yeah.
If 1 is good, 2 must be better.
Yeah, that never crossed my mind. I always just do
1.
No,
whatever you're supposed to.
Yeah. But like my sister's, I shouldn't say, but she would just say like, no, you can take the maximum daily dose at once. You don't have to wait every 8 hours or whatever, every 4 hours or whatever. She goes, it's a day. If you just take it once, take the whole day and once. It's
One
fine.
shot.
Right, but I don't know. Everyone's got different tolerances, but I never fucked around with that shit.
Well, just think, it was a point in time in our life where, when I was younger, it was a job not to get a boner.
Yeah, that was how everyone is when they're young. When
you got to do the old belt tuck.
Yeah, you put it in the old belt when you're going to write on the board in school.
Sweatpants day.
Oh my God, I know. I mean, I see it with the. I can't say who it is, but but younger people, I see younger people have to go through it too. They're going through it now, and you recognize them going through it, and you're like, oh, geez, man, that's just terrible, eh? And then they get to hate their huge cock because they're...
Don't hate that.
Because they're embarrassed by it,
right?
And you're like, dude, man, you got a gift from God.
Yeah. You got to embrace that.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I would never hold against somebody if I seen a lone soldier walking down the street.
But it's the same with girls. Young girls, they got like huge tits or something, and they're like ashamed by their huge tits, but everybody loves them. Like why don't you? But it's sad. Yeah. Because everybody, when they're a teenager, they're like they hate themselves, right? Because it's gross. They used to be a kid like a minute ago, and now they've got a gross big nose. Their face is all zitty, and they want to fuck everything. It's a terrible time of life. You remember that, Beav?
I do.
It was awful.
I do.
That's why people talk about high school like it was a good time. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Very self-conscious time.
I hated being in my whole body that whole time. I didn't like it.
If I could go back, and you would say the same thing probably, is you would, everybody's first thought is I would learn to not give a fuck more.
Yeah, I would have probably ruined a lot of girls' innocence if I would have went back, knowing what I know now.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how easy it would be. I just read my yearbook now. I got it in that cabinet back there. You can read it, and there's girls just basically telling you that they would, like, now that I know what I know now.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh, they seem very nice. You know, I'm like,
They're very friendly.
damn it. And then you're like, I could have, like, had a real good time. I had no idea. I was so clueless. How do you do that? Like, how come we're so stupid when we were young when we could do all that stuff?
It's almost like we thought more. You're thinking in your head too much.
That's the whole key to life, Beav. I believe that, really. I do believe that. You just don't care. Don't think about it. Just do it. Just do it and be it. It's like you spend all your time trying to be something, and you are it the whole time. The only reason you're not is because you're thinking about it.
Right.
You're thinking, you're stinking.
Yeah, it is true, man. That's it. That is true, man. You can just do it.
Yeah.
A lot easier. But so this show's good. Because we just do it. That's why this show's good, right?
Yeah, because we just do it. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we don't really, like, we have this. Fucking this. Wheel. Bullshit. You know?
We're at like an hour 20 right now, so.
No fucking way. What time is it for reals?
It is 10:53. And
Really?
The live stream says an hour 20.
Oh, shit.
Oh, cockroach. Okay, I'm sorry, people. Well, we did take you too long. I just wanted to. Did I have anything else I want to get to? Oh, Alexander the Soso.
Yeah, what was that?
You know Alexander the Great?
Yeah.
He didn't do 10 seasons
Fuck him.
of his empire. It was only like I think he did. He only did like 6. Hey, you know Julius Caesar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
2 years he was the emperor of Rome. That's it.
Well, that's because everybody realized after a while that all these guys were banging dudes, and it wasn't entertaining.
Oh, really? That's why.
I don't know. That's my own thought.
That's your thought.
Back in the day, man, it was all about slavery and fucking. That was it.
Yeah.
Drinking wine around the fucking fountain.
Yeah.
Like, you can only do that so long. And then they'd go and bang the slaves.
Johnny says you can only bang so much.
Yeah, you can only drink so much. You can only screw so much.
Yeah, if you look back in history, that's all they talked about is how they all had women, but they all had dudes too.
Yeah, there's a lot of old stories, and even a lot of times when it was all men, you know, like in a bath, like a Turkish bath, you know, like some stuff would happen. And as my friend likes to tell me all the time, the Greek soldiers who were always they would be accused of shacking up with the younger Greeks. Like if you were like a colonel, you would just fuck a young private. You know, that's how it would be. You know.
Yeah.
And it's not gay. It's just you know, I earned this.
It's a power move.
Yeah, it's a power
Hierarchy.
Yeah.
But so I was like making jokes about it, and then my friend made sure to tell me it is not anal intercourse. Many times they would just surrender their thighs to superior officers, and the man would then just fuck their thighs. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but
That's how it was. So it wasn't as bad as you think.
What, he'd fuck a piece of fat on your hip?
No, you put your fucking legs together and you make a ass, or you make a, and you just put your dick between that and just fuck the crease of the legs.
That's so wrong. Like, how does the conversation go while that's happening?
Well,
Does that feel good?
No, it's soldier. Stand there and squirt some lube on your thighs until I fucking jizz all over the your belly, and then go to sleep. And don't look at me in the eyes.
We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it.
Don't tell my wife.
Don't look at me.
You know, that's what I think. I don't know what it is.
You're looking at me.
We gotta,
This eye contact is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just glad I didn't fight in that army, is all I'm saying.
Oh.
I didn't want to be in that army.
That is wrong.
Yeah, it's just different ways. Different stroke for different folks. Yeah. But I prefer an army that I'm not in.
Me too.
Those are my favorite
Let's
ones.
just leave it on that.
Yeah. But if you put girls in there, it would make it more fun.
Way better.
Yeah. Which is
That's why I'd rather be a pirate than a soldier. Because they'd get to port and they'd look for tail.
a pirate was a rapist, eh? Like a pirate would just rape and pillage. They would just take what they wanted, right?
Yeah, but they're not taking the.
So you would be. Would you be an honorable pirate?
I would be. That's
You'd
what
be
I was
like a
getting at.
charming pirate. You would
would.
go aboard. Would you pillage though? That's kind of the point.
Yeah, it's kind of the point. I'd be part of the crew. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Like, listen.
I'd take the advantages and then throw away the disadvantages. You know,
Yeah,
I'd probably have to scrub some decks on some boats because I didn't want to fucking
partake.
But I'm gonna tell you, like if you steal from another ship, like if there's a merchant ship,
Yeah, that's okay.
that's okay.
That's okay.
If you go ashore and raid a village,
That's wrong.
I think that's wrong.
Yeah, me too. We're on the same page here.
Yeah. But if you're raiding the boat and there's a girl on board the boat,
I just say, hey, why don't you come for a ride? You know, like the boat's leaving and your boat's sinking.
right, you're doing it with charm,
Yeah.
not force.
Right.
Right, exactly. Okay. And that's what I want everyone to know. Beaver here is the non-raping pirate.
Zero force necessary.
Yeah, he's the charming pirate that you're just going to say, you know what? I'm on this yacht with my sailing around the world. All of a sudden, these pirates come in and make my fucking man seem like a real pussy.
Well, and I'd like to introduce them back in the day. I'd like to introduce them to eating puss because it wasn't a thing then.
That's right.
Like they would be all about it. Now you'd have to.
Is that a new thing? They just invented eating pussies in the last couple of years, or the last couple of centuries or so.
Centuries.
I think they ate pussy from the beginning.
No, man. I don't think. I think there was probably a lot of stinky puss out there.
There was because there was a lot of hair.
Well, and the hygiene level, like take a bath was not everyday scenario.
Yeah, but you just.
I would get past it though.
Yeah, me
I would
too.
fight past it.
Doesn't horny win
Just
at
do it
all
on bath
times?
day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And then the hair, you just gotta go.
Yeah.
like how hard you could still rip off a piece of material and dunk it in some sort of water and give it a wipe before you get in there.
Well, and
You
you're
know
a
what I mean?
pirate. You're out in the ocean, right? Saltwater.
Yeah, just give it a scrub.
Just kind of hover in the water, sterilize.
Oh, just hang her in the water.
Just tell
Dunk her a few times.
Yeah.
with a tea bag.
Tell her to dunk a
Shark.
Oh, the sharks are coming. You're now clean. That's the tell, right?
Yeah.
Sharks are coming. There you go. You're cleaned out now.
You got all the chum out of you.
All the blood is in the water.
Anyway, that's a good way to end it. That's our show, people. Thank you. Sorry about going so long. I totally was having so much fun. It's season 10, everyone. Giddy up. Anyways, give us some feedback at thedutchhall@gmail.com. And until next week, we will see you, NT. See you next Thursday.
Hit it, Johnny.